Hello, Dreadknights. Hello, how are all of you doing? It is Friday night, which can only mean one thing. It's our movie watch-along. Last week, we had the head pat or pass tier list because it was one of the things on the bucket list, and on top of that, I'm trying to grant more viewer requests because I know there's been a couple of requests that people have wanted me to do. That's why we played Dead by Daylight this week. That's why we played also Diablo 4. So the tier list was something that was on it, but now we're back to the usual format of watching movies, sometimes not great movies, sometimes pretty good movies. Today we're in for a real doozy. We are going to be watching a movie that came out, I believe, in like 1986, so that's a long time ago, called Howard the Duck. It's considered one of the worst movies ever made. On top of having the accolade of being one of the worst movies ever made, ironically, it is technically the first Marvel movie ever made because Howard the Duck is a Marvel Comics character. Apparently, George Lucas wanted to bring this character to life, and in typical George Lucas projects from the past, it was a box office disaster bomb. So we're going to get into the movie real quick because it's an hour and 50-minute movie, which I'm surprised it's that long, which kind of will explain why people criticize the film for being a little too long in the way it's paced. Just a word of caution, there's going to be a lot of interesting themes in here, including one that is considered not very great, because there's a human character who tries to have sexual relations with a humanoid duck. So yeah, there's it doesn't go too far in the scenes, but yeah, there's subtle hints of like a person who's into bestiality. So oh boy, are we in for a flick here today on the channel, I suppose. So just as a reminder, with all movie watch-alongs, I cannot stream the movie. I can only stream my reactions to it, so you will have to have it queued up on your end. Places that you can watch it on Amazon Prime Video with a subscription. It's available to rent on YouTube. It's available to rent on Google Play. It's available to rent on Apple TV, Fandango TV. It is also, if you don't want to spend any money, because I understand why would you want to spend $3 to $4 on one of the worst movies ever made, there's a free version on Tubi, which you can watch it with commercial ads. I will not be watching a version that has commercials, so I will be watching the regular full-on movie and grinning and bearing it. So we're going to go from the count of 10. So I gave you a little bit of extra time to queue up the movie. We're going to start at the hour and 50.24 mark, which is basically 2 seconds in, where you're going to see like the space background with the Universal Pictures logo. Not yet fully formed, so that's your little hint as to where hour 50.24 is the marking for it. So let's give it a count of 10. I'll make sure my desktop audio is muted so you don't hear the movie. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. And I'm sorry ahead of time. Alright, so we got the old-fashioned 80s Universal and MCA company logo. Now, this movie, I've seen it before. I saw it in my younger days, so I already know what to expect. George Lucas presents, since we have a nice little water background. Why are there two moons, though? A Willard Huyck film. Willard Huyck would never go on to make any other movies after this box office bomb, to my recollection. Looks like a very similar Metropolis to our own, a Gloria Katz production. Some nice lighting, though, for the scene. It's a very darkly lit apartment complex. Leah Thompson, who was in everything in the 80s in reality, thanks to Back to the Future fame. Jeffrey Jones, who I think actually recently passed away. No, it's not he passed away. Something bad happened with him to associate. Tim Robbins. Okay. And who else do we have in this movie? Tim Robbins was in this film. Oh man, there's so much controversy with this film. Ed Gale, who played Chucky in the first Child's Play movie in the walking scenes. Chip Zen, who I don't know who the hell that person is. Look at that. In the background, there's like a movie poster where two humanoid ducks, nest files. Co-starring Tim Rose. I don't know any of all those people. Oh, look at that. He's got some bills to pay. He's got a postcard, too. What does that say? Having a miserable vacation. I miss you. I miss your bill pressed against. Hey, Howard seems to be a ladies' dude. Michelle, whoever Michelle is. Birders of the Lost Stork. Okay, so I guess this is like a parallel universe to our own, which has like humanoid ducks. Answer machines, we don't have those even anymore. His mother? What new job do you have? Oh, he's got like medals and stuff. Look at that. Yeah, I guess he was part of some type of Woodstock thing too. Oh, hey, Budweiser, product placement 101. Could go for one of those right about now. Rolling eggs, so instead of rolling stones. Whoa, intense. Oh boy, he's a real ladies' man. He's got a whole bunch of people going on about, you know, having some relations with him. Fish, goldfish, that's kind of interesting. You figure he would be eating them, right? Wow, look at that. How old is that TV? A CRT, and then look on the background there. There's some actual vinyl records with the actual record player. Howard and the Heartbreakers, so he must have been a musician at some point. Wonder what he does now for first day job. Director of photography, Richard H. Klein. Just turning on the light. I guess we're getting our first look at Howard. So yes, Howard is a combination of suitmation as well as animatronics in the face. Played by Ed Gale, same person who was Chucky in the first Child's Play in the walking scenes. Ooh, jockage, that's not fun. Oh boy. They're really trying their hardest to... What was he doing? Was he scratching himself in the lower nether regions? It looked like that. The acting on those TV commercials is really atrocious. They're trying to, like, parody every type of TV show that was back then. Soap operas. Yeah, soap operas would have been a big thing then. Weebies, comical... That's actually something. There was, like, Crazy's Eddie's discount store. So they were trying to parody that, too. Oh, man. I can't believe they threw in a Crazy Eddie thing. He went bankrupt, if I recall correctly, his chain stores. I think he, like... Written by Willard Huck and Gloria Katz. So this movie is written by two people. Playdog. Well, that would have been based on, Playgirl. No, not Playgirl. Playboy magazines, right? Ah. Airbrush. So they even... Uh-oh, what's happening? There's a lot of... Looks like Howard was getting ready to do some naughty stuff. Uh-oh. It's like a earthquake of some sort going on? What's going on with the poor dude? So, fun story. Howard the Duck originally was going to be voiced by Robin Williams, and he actually started filming the film. 3 days into filming, Howard's character was recast. The reason for that... Wow! Booba. I was not expecting to see that. I'm surprised they got away with this in an 80s film and got a PG-13 rating for that. But, yeah, Robin Williams walked off the project because the animatronic duck face for Howard constantly was breaking on the first 3 days of set. So there were a lot of technical problems with this thing. He's getting flown up into the air. What the hell's going on? What is that? It's like some red portal in the sky. His couch is on fire. Well, at least he's off the couch now, but... What is it? It's like some type of beam that's pulling him somewhere, I suppose. Look at that. That effect is not the worst effect, but not the greatest. He's got pulled... Thrown into space. Wouldn't he be dead right now? Like, he'd be suffocating at this point. This movie has been remastered in HD, so that's why it's going to look a little bit better in some part. So, what the hell? Why are we getting a random narration here? So, he basically went through dimensions and traveled into a different reality. I'm assuming it's going to be our reality. Earthria. How is he surviving in space like this? That's what I want to know. That makes no sense scientifically. How can he breathe in space? He's going through space. Okay, so... We have Howard the Duck. That was a narration we really didn't need. And the music is very reminiscent of Star Wars, I guess, because George Lucas, I guess, kind of wanted to kind of plug, hey, my company did Star Wars. Hopefully it'll be able to push this movie over the edge so that people watch it. Alright, so he just, like, I guess because of the beam of light that he was in, he didn't get, like, suffocated in the vacuum of space. I guess that's what we're supposed to assume from that. Oh, wow. Okay, well, he just fell through various different things and hit his head a couple of times. He is either the luckiest person, well, duck, technically, on the planet, or that was just a lot of tomfoolery, because he technically would have been dead on impact. And him falling down in the sky, he would have been burning in the altitude, too. Uh-oh. Looks like he fell into the wrong side of town. And he's in Cleveland. Cleveland, back in the 80s, would have been considered one of the worst neighborhoods, one of the worst places to be in. Uh-oh. These people are gang, maybe? Or punkers? Punk? Look at that hairdo there. God damn. That's some serious hairdo. Uh-oh. They're gonna try to mug him now? They're gonna beat him up? They're gonna torture him? Wouldn't you be kind of creeped out if you see this humanoid duck character that's just talking? Oh, so instead of, like, torturing him, they just brought him into some concert hall type thing? Oh, it's Leah Thompson. She's singing. Actually, fun fact, Leah Thompson actually sung all the songs in this movie herself. In fact, Leah Thompson is very proud of this movie, ironically. She said she wanted to actually make an actual sequel to kind of redeem it being one of the worst. Well, poor Howard is just... He's out of his element. He's seeing all these weird humans for the first time. He's getting beat up. Okay, let's listen to her song. Look at that hairdo. That is super 80s with the earrings. I mean, oh, poor dude. He is out of his element, probably afraid. He's getting traumatized right now. Poor Howard, I suppose. The music that she's singing not very good, though, I'll be honest with you on that. Uh-oh. Is he gonna get peed on? No, he's not getting peed on. Those people are making out. Well... Hey! Isn't that, John Cusack? I think that's John Cusack before he was famous. That might have been a cameo. Okay, so Leah Thompson's really just singing, kind of. If you listen to lyrics, Satan sluts. It's a female biker gag. What is going on in this movie already? How does he go from one bad situation to another? And he's still so lucky because he just swung on them and survived. I don't even think they knew that he was... Well, spoke too soon. And he lands back on the bike again. Uh-oh. Waystone. You know what that means? They're gonna pull out like a... I thought they were gonna pull out a knife. He fell in the garbage. This is so random to be the start of this movie. I will give them credit. The suit with some of the animatronic facial effects is not super bad, but there's something about his blinking eye effects that is just not very convincing. If the irises had moved around a little bit more, as opposed to looking very, very static, so it's hard to really get yourself immersed in his effect. It's not perfect, so he just passed out in the garbage can. And Leah Thompson apparently killed it with her cheesy bad rock music from the 80s. Alright. How much do you think she got paid for as the character for doing that concert? She's kicking the can, so she must have not been very good. Or not got paid a lot. Uh-oh. She's gonna get... She walked in the bad part of town right now. Are they gonna try to do something naughty to her? Leave her alone. Don't heckle her. Uh-oh. Oh, no. And they just, like, knocked her into the garbage can that Howard's in. Oh, man. Are they gonna, you know, do something that's not very savory? But she's trying to fight back. Oh, well, she's a fighter. Oh, she's punching back, though. Hey. Uh-oh. That's not good, though. She's overnumbered. No more Mr. Nice Duck? What is he gonna do? He's super tidy. What is he... Well, remember, in the beginning of the film, he had a picture where he was actually with, like, a karate kung fu type of thing picture, so... With, like, a trophy. Wow. He's not gonna take it anymore. He's mad as heck, he's not gonna take it all anymore. A tucking duck. Why are people not afraid of this, right? They're trying to shoo him away? They're not taking him seriously. Quack Fu. What the hell? Well, in the comic books, he was a master of Quack Fu. That is very, very true. I have read some of the comics. Alright. It's mostly supposed to be like a satire type of comic, at least in the very start. That was supposed to be Quack Fu? He didn't do anything outside, like, trip them up and hit them with stuff. He hit them with a bat? Okay. No, she's helping too. She's gonna get on the action. Oh, don't push her. I mean, what's it gonna do? Is it gonna throw him? How does he have the superhuman strength to do that? That's what I want to know. Break his fingers. I mean, he decides. He should do it, right? Break it. So we know Howard is very, very, very heroic in one sense, right? He was willing to defend the honor of a humanoid woman, right? That different. Intelligent, sensitive duck. How is she not afraid? Okay, she is kind of afraid, sort of. A talking duck? Yes. Well, the acting's not very good. It's not Leah Thompson's fault. The dialogue in this film is pretty bad already. Probably he did save your life, miss. Uh-oh, she's backing away. She's afraid. Okay. Where are you? So 9th Street, in basically downtown Cleveland, right? What is this place? Cleveland. This is a very name for... They don't have Cleveland? No, the planet is not Cleveland. No, why would he know the planet? Do you think he's from the species? Okay. Earth, I think. How do you not know? So she thinks she's having a nightmare. Good question, right? Valid question. But she said good point. Yep, probably should. And he's gonna be out here on the rain. Howard the Duck is homeless. Confirmed right now. Well, he's on a different planet, right? I mean, where's he gonna go? Nobody's gonna take a humanoid duck into a sanctuary state, right? Is Cleveland even a sanctuary state? I wouldn't even know that, right? So he's just gonna stand in the rain. She's got a little red umbrella. She's looking over at him. No, you cannot take him home as a pet, ma'am. That would be very weird, wouldn't it be? You better just hide underneath the rain. Does she feel sorry for him? So, is she gonna go back to talk to him? Listen to the lyrics. Two friends with a lot to give. If he had someplace to go, would he have? Yeah, he wouldn't be in Cleveland. That's a good point. Not the best acting line, but... Wait, what? She just suddenly took a liking to a humanoid duck? Yeah, he'd be pointing too. Wait, maybe she's into short kings. You never know. Tall women could be into short dudes. It's a possibility. You never know. It's a possibility. I mean, he's very short, though. He's supposed to be a humanoid duck. And he just did the duck noise. That's... How? Wait a minute. What? How could she afford on her concert? Well, I guess not concert. She's a musician, right? Is it bad? How bad is this place? Is it a loft? Because, like, he's making fun of a loft, but that's way better than what some people are living in right now. How bad is her place? She's living in a loft. How dare you insult a loft? Okay, granted, it's not the most amazing looking in terms of furniture everything and stuff, but, like, this is, like, an artist's dream, right? Everybody that's, like, an artist, a musician, a painter, I don't know, what do you call them? Drawers, sculptors, would back then would have paid killer money to live in a loft. That's, like, the artsy thing to do. Musicians living in a loft. That makes sense. Beverly. Well, that's an interesting name. She doesn't even know how she's going to be able to, like, I guess what would you say? House guest? How do you house guest for a duck, right? Like, how do you make, how you show hospitality to a duck, I should say. Beer, yeah, well, I mean, if I was in a strange place and met a woman that, like, told me to come home with them, which is kind of weird too, right, in its own right? Like, I think as a house guest, I don't think the first thing I'd be like is, do you got beer? Maybe the third or fourth thing I'd ask, but definitely not the first. It's a purse. So she's a fan of ducks, I suppose. Budweiser, so much product placement. They really tried to make her very, I don't know, what's the word? Not really awkward, quirky type of girl type character. Something very lovable about a quirky, awkward girl, in my personal opinion, at least. I mean, hey, Leah Thompson back then, she was quite a looker, right? Uh-oh. Why is he afraid? Oh, because he thinks he's gonna get duck PTSD. Man, that facial shock effect, that's meme worthy, but for all the wrong reasons. Big truck. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the animatronics in that particular scene that just doing. I will give them credit. The lighting in the scene is pretty decent, though. The pacing on the film so far not very good, though. I'll see what people are complaining about. A piano. Does he know how to play the piano, too? Like a duck? Yep. Why is she... She's trying to start a conversation. Oh boy. Med school, duck med school. So what do you end up becoming? Well, plastic surgeons back in the 80s would make money, right? He dropped out for what? educate himself on the streets. Ah, so he's a man's man. Uh-oh. Why does it matter? A pipe dream. Ah, people didn't believe in him. And what was that? Avatars and copywriter. Well, I mean, they do make money, but it's not the most glamorous of jobs. Copyright is a nightmare. God knows, I've had to send cease and desist letters out recently. Yeah, I mean, it's not that he sold out. He probably had rent to pay, right? Oh, so he feels like he has a greater purpose in life. So he was put on this planet just for this? Ah, Beverly's a philosopher of sorts. Oh, that's some good lighting on Beverly's face. Look, the DMI light is flashing through the window to show. This is probably a set, though. It's looking very set, because that backdrop there, that's definitely not a living city. I tell you. He fell asleep quickly. Well, I guess her conversation wasn't very, flattering to him. Probably bored him to death. I will say, Leah Thompson's acting in the particular scenes needed a couple more takes. It was very static. But I will say, for the lighting effects, like just having the DMI light shine through the windows and using the scrims to cut to make the effect of, like, the window blinds and everything, that's pretty cool. Why is she trying to feel up this duck while he's sleeping? Did he consent to that? Is she starting to feel something for him? Or maybe she's just feeling sorry. Well, she's covering him, though. Maybe she's feeling something for him, but, you know, interspecies relations, that's kind of frowned upon, Missy. What is she looking for? His wallet fell out. He's actually got a... Well, on his planet, he would have been quite a ladies' man, apparently. Why should you find that funny? That must have been Howard's parents. She started to get a soft spot for him. Mallard card, blooming ducks. These are parodies of actual places and companies here in the United States. Well, worldwide, too. Well, look at the dollar bill. Instead of Howard... freaking George Washington. Why does he have a condom in his AO? Well, I guess he has to always be prepared for something. You know? I mean, he's obviously what would you call him? A bachelor? So, why is she... You notice the mood is changing? She's starting to feel something for him. Is it possible to feel for somebody that... Well, technically he's a duck, though. That you possibly had just recently met? And develop feelings for them? I wonder. It's a good question. I really don't have the answer for that. What are you gonna do with him? You just met him. Duck, she even has a nickname for him yet. Love at first sight? I mean, how is that gonna work? I guess because we know that there was a condom in the wallet, he must be... I don't even want to think about the science of this, but I'm assuming he's anatomically correct. Whether that would be the right thing to do or not, I don't know. Alright. So what's going to happen here? So we have an old-fashioned taxi cab. That's how taxis actually look at me. So she put him in a garbage bag with holes. Well, I mean, the cab guy is probably freaking out, like, what's going on? Look at that! She's wearing, what do they call those? Stretchies! That was popular in the 80s. You'd have the 80s hairdo with the stretchies, and then you would have, like, the boots over them. Look at the high boots. That's an 80s fashion. Why are you dragging him around like this? Man, that hairdo. And then look at the eyeliner. That's so 80s fashion, too. Look at the gloves, too. She has to cut off figure gloves. Hey, look, it's Tim Robbins before he was famous. Before he got married to... Did he get married to Susan Sarandon? Oh, boy. He's playing a stereotypical nerd character. What is he... Bro? What is he gonna do? It's a what? What's going on? It's nothing. Why is he... Oh, man. Annoying nerd character in progress. So they decided, yes, let's just make the stereotypical annoying nerd of the 80s. Closed for testing. Okay. So... Yeah, he's super nerd. Like, offensive nerd stereotype. Old as fantasy. What's he talking about? Across the sea, stars. Oh man, Tim Robbins, you are a way better actor than this. Why are you having this up so badly? What director in their right state of mind would be like, yes, I want you to deliver the lines this bad? How many takes do you think this was? This feels like they just told him, okay, we don't have enough money in this film for you to do more than one take. He's really trying his worst Donald Duck impression right now. Yes, I would agree with him there. Obviously, maybe smarter. Well, that's kind of funny, yeah. Clearly, Howard's not impressed with this man's intelligence or lack of intelligence. Why is he talking like if he's on Star Trek? It's like they're just putting one bad cliche into this movie after another. How does Beverly know this person? That's what I want to know. Oh boy. Why is he doing the fire starter thing too? Any type of movie stereotype they put into here. Quit holding out. Concentrate. Read his mind. What the... I think you're kind of stupid. That's what I think. Yep. Yep. I bet at this point I put him on blast too. God, Tim Robbins, you were better than this. It's a miracle you got work after this movie. Yeah, I'd walk out the door too. This is just like... How do you take a guy who's a scientist seriously when he's acting this stupid? Papers to be written, research, symposiums. Okay, see, his acting's getting slightly better, and then it just goes over the top. How do you... Like, it would have made more sense to have him play a serious character, which at times has these type of movements, as opposed to him just being completely full-blown cartoon mad scientist type character. Piece of cake, eh? I can't believe this is Tim Robbins in probably his worst role ever. Like, it's actually made Leah Thompson's acting way better. And I'm not... Leah Thompson's a good actress, right? But, like, I didn't think it was possible for Tim Robbins to make bad Leah Thompson acting look good. Yeah. I don't... Imagine what? Also, these animatronic effects for Howard, like, it's... Okay, granted the movie was made in 86, right? But it looks dated. Like, the eyes, they don't move around correctly. Like, it's just static. A lot of his expressions look blank and not in the proper way. Like, he's supposed to be not impressed in this shot with Tim Robbins, his character's thing. Like, Leah Thompson's really trying to sell the thing, rolling the eyes and like, yeah, why are we listening to this long-bone lecture? Okay, so... No, not shopping malls. The ability to walk, I suppose. Why is this... This is not even reality right now. How do you get this into a scientific... Like, could we ground this film in some sort of sense of realism? What are you doing? Is he a janitor? Is he an intern? Is he not even an actual scientist? So are you not even a doctor? Is he a scientist or a janitor? A lab assistant. Oh, great. So that means he's basically an intern, perhaps. Yep, he's an intern. That's a nice way of calling himself an intern. Confirm. Never send an intern. Well, that woman just had a heart attack because she saw a human moving... Or a humanoid duck, right? Important matters to clean up. A janitor, right? Figure him out. Yeah, I wouldn't buy anything that this dude is saying right now. I don't get it. Like, there was a way to have his character, Tim Robbins' character, actually work in this film. He just had to be a super serious guy that actually was just a janitor and was trying to really help. And that would have worked, as opposed to this super cartoon type nerd, offensive nerd stereotype, right? Oh, they're fighting. Uh-oh, trouble in paradise already. Why is her career falling apart? Stranded, yeah. I mean, Howard should be, like, considerate of Beverly's feelings. She did take him in. She didn't have to do that. Well, bug off back in the 80s was kind of like, not really a curse, but it was an offensive way of saying things, right? Wow, he just told her to hit the road. Why would you offend a cute Well, redheaded woman like that tried to help you. Something what? She was trying to be a good Samaritan and try to help. But I think she actually was starting to have feelings. So long, Ducky. Wow, look at that. I don't understand. Why would a director have her walk off like that? That's just nobody that's angry would walk off that way. Look at that. That's not how people who are in relationships fight in real life. Like, the woman would storm up and maybe do a hair flick to be like, you don't know what you're missing type of deal, but definitely not that. So what the hell Howard is gonna do now? Why would you hurt somebody like that, man? That's just mean. Maybe I'm just a little bit, I don't know, I guess sensitive to women that are, you know, trying to find their place in the world, I suppose. Obviously, Beverly was like that. Oh, look at this. Why is he dressed up like a bad stereotype right now? Oh, fun fact, the woman actress in this movie, she played a lot of these characters in different types of films. I think she was in Beverly's Cop also, if I remember correctly, one of them. Look at that. She's gonna... Wow. Yeah, give him the finger snaps, sister. And look at that Ray-Bans. He's wearing the Ray-Bans. Oh, face. Why is she not afraid of the duck? Wow, well, at least he went to unemployment office to try to find a job, right? No, he's not. Wow. How did he get a meeting already with public assistance? That's crazy, right? That wouldn't have been day one. Yeah, so find him a job. Okay, go ahead, do that. Give him the finger snap. She was not afraid. That is a strong black woman character. You need more of those in modern cinema. Holy crap, but they had to give her the stereotypical big behind. Howard, are you really? Well, I guess we know Howard's into fic chicks. Confirmed. Oh boy. Duck to water? Wait a minute. What did you... Oh, what are those filthy, sleazy hotels? This movie's rated PG-13, but honestly, some of the stuff that it's pushing right now is definitely rated R, not rated PG-13. How did they get a PG-13 rating in this movie, I wonder? We've seen fake duck booba. We've seen people making out, getting close to, like, second base so far in this movie. How is he calling him creepy little dude when this dude's running a sleazy hotel? How's he smoking a cigar? How's he taking a break? This guy's got the porn glasses and the hat and the freaking... This was stereotypical 80s porn dude or sleazy owner type dude. Look at that. Look at that design on the glasses. Nobody wears glasses like that anymore. Uh-oh. Did he throw him into the... Just imagine you were paying for a sleazy hotel to have, like, relations in the hot tub, and the dude that owns it throws a random duck. They don't care! They're just going at it, too, still. Holy crap, man. What is this movie? The pacing of the movie's weird, too, right? Like, we went from him landing here to try to find a purpose, and then... Oh, he's getting his revenge now, too? Was that supposed to be a funny scene? So he threw him into, like... I guess the cesspool type thing? Ugh. Gross. Well, he quit. Yeah, gross. That was supposed to be a funny scene, apparently, guys. This is Cleveland. It looks more like Chicago to me, personally. He's on the mean streets of Cleveland. What is he gonna do? He got fired from his job. Is he gonna get himself another job? Look at that. He's been walking. We know that the way that the movie's cutting with the transitions here, that he's been walking on these streets for a long time. You know, his only friend was Beverly. And he just, like, you know, royally blew her off. He was waiting up for a bus. Where is he gonna go? Is he gonna tuck his tail between his legs, proverbially, to be able to reunite with Beverly, perhaps? Look at that. That's all old buses. They don't even have buses like that anymore. Now they just noticed he was on the bus? I mean, he would have got on the bus from the very beginning, right? And now they're making fun of him. It's a duck, yeah, obviously, a humanoid duck. Poor Howard, he has no place in this world. He's an outcast. And that's so sad, right? In a way. He's looking at TVs. What is he looking at? Squawking? Duck hunting season. Well, that's just great for him. How many people are going to go duck hunting for Howard at this point? Oh, they see a big duck? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. What? Look at that. They're watching he's watching the cartoons and stuff. He's gonna be afraid right now, right? Yeah, he better run. And he's in the worst part of town, too. There's probably, like, crime on an all-time high right now. Howard. What are you gonna do, Howard? Perhaps this is the consequences of a duck's actions, perhaps? I think so. Yeah, something about the way his visual effects just don't work. How did he make it convenient plot device? He made it back to the place where he crash landed, where Beverly was performing. Oh, listen to a song. So her name's is the name of her band Cherry Bomb? Well, she does have red hair, so I guess that would make sense to call her her band Cherry Bomb, right? She's singing a heartbroken song. Look at that, yeah, heartbroken song. Oh wow, she's singing about him. Yeah, here's a tip for all the gentlemen watching. If you have a friend that's a female artist that sings, or a girlfriend that sings, or just a friend that sings, probably don't piss them off, because there's a chance that you're going to end up in a song. Almost 100% certainty with that. I don't necessarily know from experience, but it's a common fact with singers. Singers sing about past experiences in their life, heartbreak, emotions, experience. They make it real, right? So this is what Beverly is doing in this particular scene. She's heartbroken over what Howard said, so she's singing through her emotions through song right now, right? Oh wow, she's hoping he comes back. Listen to the lyrics. And he's there thinking about the consequences of his actions right now, right? She misses him. She has thoughts. It's too depressing. She's actually heartbroken over Howard. She's gonna change the song. Okay. So she's just going punk rock now, right? Oh, goodness. I do not know if Leah Thompson in this movie actually played the guitar herself, but all the music was done by her. I think it was actually composed by her, too, if I remember correctly. We'll find out in the credit. Oh, that's her manager, apparently. Sleazy manager with a fedora. For the girl. Oh, no! That's the sleazy manager instead, with glasses and the spiked up hair. Oh, he's a sleazy manager. He's trying to manipulate her career to get in bed with her. That's a scumbag manager. Well, he's gonna beat her up. He's definitely gonna beat him up. Yeah, you don't do that as a manager. That's fucking sleazy, man. Yeah. She deserves the proper cut of her money here. Rock management. Entertainment types. The fans, probably, I suppose. Different life forms, yeah. This movie's dragging right now at this point. He's trying to be serious, so you just, like, smoke a cigar. He's not in a good mood. Ginger. Nice. Oh, wow. He's trying to play Mr. Tough Duck here. Nobody's gonna take him seriously with that height, though, right? I will give credit for the animatronics in this particular scene, although not very, very believable at certain points. The eye movement, where he's shifting his eyes like, I'm getting serious against you, bro. You know what? Oh, are they gonna try to take him out now? What's gonna happen here? They threw him across the bar. That is a thing that happens in bars with short dudes. It never happened to me personally, but that's what people do. You piss people off at the bar, they take you and they throw you across the bar. I've seen it happen to somebody before. Like crazy. I wasn't part of a bar fight, but I've seen a bar fight happen. Uh-oh. What's happening? He's coming back for revenge. He's not gonna take any of his shit. Look at that. His posture change. Look at the way he's walking towards him. Just like storming across here. No, he means business here. Notice how the music is just picking up her, except... Oh, did he smack him with a towel to then punch him? What's it gonna do with him? He broke it. He broke a bottle over his head. How can we believe the action scenes? It's like if they're filming it in slow motion, though. Uh-oh. It's an ice pick. Gotta be careful. Uh-oh. He kicked him over the side of the head, but that's such a slow kick, right? Oh. Did he actually hit him with the ice pick? No, he did it where the earring is. Okay. So, it was just being Mr. Tough Guy. It was all show. Oh, he's gonna do an heroin. Okay. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna get the money? Okay. So he got the money for the girls, so they got their actual cut. Good for him. He fired him. A witness for what? Oh, he let him out of the contract. Oh boy, the goons. How would a duck be able to bite the face of a dude? I don't think they have any teeth. Space rabies. No, how would anybody know if that's a real disease? Why is that even why is that a movie line in this movie? Space rabies. He's gonna clear out the whole bar? Really? And look how slow he's moving. How would anybody take that seriously? Now they're playing to nobody. Music lovers, yeah, I'd be offended if I'm a music artist, I'm playing this and nobody's taking me seriously. Let me open up my hydration here, okay? Oh! Look, it's the girl from In Living... What was the show called? Oh, there was a show. She was on a show. Oh my goodness. Not In Living Color. It was like a show in the 90s. That girl on the left side, the one with the hairdo, she was in, what was it? Single and Living. That was the show. She was one of the main characters on that show in the 90s. Like mid 90s or late 90s. Beverly still has something for him. Notice the tone that she's talking with her? She's worried. She missed him. Sex appeal. How are they able to... He's got, like, some superpower where he can flirt with women. Hey, short dudes have swag. Just tell you that from experience. Oh, my goodness. Why is he got backstage? Is he dating one of those people? That'd be funny. Howard. Or is he, like, assistant to the band? Oh, God. Tim Robbins, please. He is... annoying character and not annoying in a good storyline type of annoying, just like go away type of scenes. Oh, she's dating that guy? Well, good for him. I guess she really likes nerdy dudes, I suppose. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. That's not good at all, right? What's a pizza? How does he not know pizza? I guess there's no pizzas in Duck. So he did research. See, if he's in that type of tone where he's not trying to be super obnoxious, it would have been okay for the rest of the movie. But then he goes to the... over hams it up. Concrete evidence, I suppose. Yeah, I would chop him too, probably. Make a call. No... Does that guy actually get lucky the way he is? I couldn't fathom that. The line is kind of funny. No sex now, I'm working, though. I can't lie. That was a kind of funny line. Yes, so... more money. Ducky, so that's his nickname now. So you parted ways with the manager. Yeah, you did. So now what are they going to do for a manager, though? What's he going to do? Secretly colleague? The what? What favor? No, is he going to try to take a favor from him? Notice the gratuitous leg shots here. Ooh, poked him in the tail, favor. How is that girl dating that dude? Oh my goodness, go away. That dude's scenes are just goddamn Tim Robbins. Just as bright. Wow, well, she's taking him home with him, so... I guess they've reconciled their relationship, I suppose. He's playing the piano. He's been interested in playing this piano all the movie. So maybe he's actually going to play it at some point here? I guess we're getting a gratuitous piano type of scene here. He can't resist, right? He's going to have to... He's going to play it, right? Uh-oh. That shot is not a very flattering shot for special effects. Yeah, the animatronic duck. Also, notice on the head for the animatronic duck, like you notice it's not real feathers at certain points, so that just looks like it's plastic type of thing. Oh, she's getting comfortable. She's trying to retire for the night, apparently. Notice he's playing the actual theme song for this movie, which we will hear later on in it. Uh-oh. A little tune that he never finished, and so that's his own music. Oh, remember the movie poster? Howard and the Heartbreaker. Oh, she is in lingerie. Why would you just walk around with, Uh-oh. This is the thing, too, of her acting. Her acting for Beverly. Ew. She's hamming up the camera. That's the problem in the movie. People ham up their performances too quickly. Too much to make it more cartoony. Like, they're trying to appeal to a kid. Whoa, wow. Although, yeah, I mean, I can't blame Howard right now. Look respectfully, chat. We respect women on this channel, right? So look respectfully. I mean, if I were Howard and I were in that situation, yes, I would probably be jumping in bed, jumping in bed to watch TV. Keep that in mind. Get your mind out of the gutters. I'm a respectful VTuber with, Leia Thompson's character here, yeah. Story of everybody's life. Can't seem to find the right person, right? Oh. Howard, are you trying to... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Why are we barking up the bestiality tree in this movie right now? Oh. Hey, yo. Howard is seducing her. Wait, she's gonna go for it? Oh, she's calling his bluff? Oh, I mean, she said she was lonely and couldn't find the right guy. When you're that lonely, maybe... Oh, she's seducing him. But is she just joking, or is she serious? I don't know. Oh. Hey, height doesn't matter, bro. But species... Wow, she's really seducing. Uh-oh, his feathers up there. Oh, boy. We are going into very dangerous territory in this movie, for the wrong reasons. Huh. Uh-oh. Wow, she's going for it. He's got a headache. The stereotype. I got the aspirin. Wow. She is really into this. One goodnight kiss. Okay. So she's just getting to first... Well, she was just joking. Was she, though? But she kissed him on the lips. Uh-oh. Alright. So let's address the animal in the room that isn't Howard. The character on the right-hand side of the field, who also played Ferris Bueller's dad, went to jail, or is not jail, but got outed for some very skeezy stuff. So, when I was picking the movie, honestly, I forgot that he was associated with that crap. So, I'll apologize for that, because I forgot that he did some skeevy shit. I won't say what on stream, but you can research it. He is not a good human being. He's a scumbag. Everything that he got in this movie, and more in life, he deserved it. Fuck that dude. That's the way I put it. But he is in the movie, unfortunately, so we have to actually continue watching it, right? He plays a prominent character. They have the feathers, so it's been matched. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is he gonna do? Howard's gonna beat him up, right? Okay. Despite everything, he's a very good actor. That's the rough part. He's probably one of the shining achievements in the movie. Because he actually performed his character very, very well. Dr. Jennings. Okay, so what exactly happened? We're gonna find out how Howard got to Earth here. Okay, so what exactly happened here? So they were messing around with a laser spectrum device? Meant to do what? Alpha Centauri. That's an actual constellation, I think, if I remember correctly. A deviation of what? So the laser had a scientific accident. An unknown force, okay. Interesting. So it hit the planet instead. Well, it definitely hit his liver. I suppose. 2 invasions of privacy right now. So he got caught in basically a laser that magnetically and sent him through dimensions. Pulled him. Interesting. A feather, okay. So the experiment went wrong and that teleported him. I will admit, the lighting in this movie is probably one of the best parts of the movie. Look here, the sunlight. Well, it's like the light shining on him from the side. That was actually a really good camera angle, too, compared to some of the other ones that have been very stereotypical medium close-up here from the side angle, so it looks a little bit more dynamic. Well, you might have to reverse it, right? You gotta help him, right? Well, the doctor's cooking here. Yeah, so it's possible to work. Don't listen. Why would you book him on AM Cleveland? He didn't give you consent to do that, damn it. Yeah. Move out of the way. Let's get back home if possible. Let's see what happens here, guys. Link. But if you link planets, there could be something that goes wrong again. So it didn't work the first time, so why would it work the second, guys, right? Am I the only one thinking here from, I guess technically it would be fourth dimensionally at this point. Okay. History, but nobody's gonna know that that history happened. Once was plenty, I suppose. Okay. PBS special. Oh boy. Carry on back. Polaroid. She's heartbroken. She's in love with this duck. Man, what were the guys that she was dating? If at this point, nah, screw all humans. I want to date the duck. Huh. Souvenirs. She really fell in love with him. He doesn't belong here. Yeah. He's got a swagger to him, though, right? So I guess that's what draws Beverly to him, I suppose. See? I mean, the dynamic is kind of... The lines are cheesy, yeah, right? Like, the script is really badly written. It's got charm. It's like a so bad it's good type of movie, I would say. Tim Robbins, man. Come on. All his scenes are terrible. They're written terrible. They're performed terribly. And, like, they add no real good context to the film. Like, he's not annoying funny. He's just, like, fucking annoying, go away type of deal. Oh, she's crying. Look at that, she's heartbroken. Like, he technically doesn't feel like he wants to go either. Uh-oh, he's getting the cheesy Casablanca line. They're doing the Casablanca scene, but Howard the Duck style. I kind of understand those emotions a little bit right now myself. Eh. Well, there's that. That happened, apparently. So you think Howard's going to be able to get back to his home planet? How much time do we have in the movie? There's an hour left in this movie. You would figure this movie would be, like, done in the next 10-20 minutes, right? But Apparently the pacing on the movie is, still an hour more of this movie, apparently. Dynatechnics? What a name. Try to say that 5 times fast. Dynatechnics. Tongue twister. Uh-oh, somebody broke in? What happened? How's that really cool? This dude, man, this dude. Well, Howard just went underneath because he could. Oh. What happened to his eyes? Something bad happened in his lab. What exploded? That is horribly performed line. Has nothing to temper with the universe. Is he gonna die? Yeah, it definitely doesn't bode well because he needs that telescope, right, to go back to his life, his world. Uh-oh. Everybody's just... Whoa, look how much damage happened here. What's going on? Look at the music. The music has changed dramatically, too. It's still hot. It's blowing up. Everything's on fire. The music is picking up in dramatic tension, which could only mean something bad is about to happen if it hasn't already. Well, yeah, the microscope's definitely broken. Or the laser spectrum. That's what it's called. It's like a telescope, though, right? With, like, a laser. Uh-oh. He's looking around to see what's happening. Where is Dr. Jennings? Okay, so he was activating the laser. What happened then? Look at the amount of damage. Explosion? So Dr. Jennings got hit by the explosion. That's not good. Uh-oh. What happened? He disappeared. Yeah, it is going to delay his takeoff, obviously. That guy used to play a nerd in a lot of character films, too. Or a lot of science films, excuse me. Uh-oh, so they're introducing the concept that maybe something else came down now instead of Howard? That's not good. Look at the cops. Cops are on the scene. They're kind of late, though. What are they going to do here? Teaching rookies? What is this dialogue? Why did they take Howard the Duck in prison? Yeah, why are they harassing Howard? Notice Leah Thompson's acting in certain scenes is way better. Like, it's actually spot on. She's a good actress. She always has been, right? But then there's other times where she hams it up where it's like Saturday cartoon style. Like, I'm trying to figure out who the audience was for this film, right? Like, at times this is so adult that it has to appeal to the adults, right? And then at times it feels like they're trying to appeal to kids, but this is far from a kid's movie in this time period. So, like, who's this movie supposed to be marketed from? I'm confused. I don't understand. Uh-oh. Duck suit. They actually think it's a duck suit. Okay. That's not going to go well, right? They're going to try to rip him off. No, Beverly is not going to be able to go in. Uh-oh. So her facial reaction sometimes, too, it's, like, hard to believe for her the way she does it. Pervert. Did they strip him down? There is no stripper. That means you have just sexually harassed Howard the Duck. He should sue them for sexual harassment at this point. Wow, he's got duck boxers. Oh. He's hitting them in that. Wow. That's a scene that you wouldn't expect. How much money do you think they spent on that costume? Because that's not the normal Howard Duck costume. Uh-oh. Okay. Why is he gonna play? Why is he go to jail? He didn't do anything. They think he's responsible for the illegal alien. Oh, they're gonna get him with an immigration charge. Well, I think we just know now. Cleveland, Ohio, in this movie was not a sanctuary state, at least for alien life forms. Uh-oh. Now, how's she getting into all these places that are, like, secured? Uh-oh. Fire, yeah, definitely. Is he gonna kick him in the... Yeah, he kicked him in the behind, I suppose. No, he threw him. Taekwondo, or Duckwondo, as it was called? Well, she grabbed the pistol. Does she know how to use one? I mean, she's from Cleveland, so she probably knows. Buckum Ducko. What a... Ugh. Notice how everything in the movie, the pacing just feels really weird. We go from, like... the dramatic telescope moment to like the cops arresting them to then it being a short-lived cop scene where then they just kind of like break her out or break Howard out, and I don't like 3-2. That's so armed with what? Gonna throw the gun there? They might have needed that gun actually. Dangerous. Oh man, the cops acting in this is terrible too. Shoot to kill. You couldn't do more than one take on that? Let's move it out. Come on. Like, come on. That's so static of a performance. Like, who's supposed to believe that? They could have done multiple takes there to get it right. It feels like in this movie, a lot of things were just done in one take, and if it didn't work out well, fuck it. Let's just put it to print. Why? Oh, look who that is. It's Dr. Jennings. Oh, man. That's not good. He looks like he's worse for wear right now. You better get out of here. They're running. Howard, what happened? He's asking Howard for something. What happened? Okay, so the malfunction? Tremendous explosion. What happened? What happened? He blacked out? He looks like he's in pain. What's going on with him? That's not good. Yeah, shoot to kill is pretty serious. Uh-oh. Something's going on with the dude. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, if the experiments weren't, like, signed off by you know, scientific departments, probably be a bad thing. He's got a headache? What's going on with Dr. Jennings, I wonder, right? The music changed. So now we got a fugitive scene. Now they're fugitives, outlaws, running from the cops. Gate key. You have a footstep on it? Okay. So they're gonna break through that? Well, yeah, I guess that means it. They're leaving a station wagon. A scientist making station wagon money? They must have not got paid quite well for his scientific endeavors back then. This movie's all over the place. So we went from the plot of sending Howard the Duck back to then the telescope malfunctioning, so something happened to Dr. Jennings, to shifting to the police capturing Howard, to then having them break Howard out of the police custody, to then them reintroducing Dr. Jennings into the film, but something happened to them, for them escaping the cops. Like, it's just too many different elements happening all at the same time, that the pacing, the beats, the film beats, there's something that's called beats in movies, where it's kind of similar to music beats, but not exactly story beats, as it's called, right? So the story has to flow a certain way so that everything every scene transitions into itself. Every arc in the story, every chapter kind of flows well. So it's called story beats. So right now, this movie's story beats is all over the place. We got introduced to Howard. And then from Howard, he met Beverly very quickly. And then from Beverly, they broke up very quickly, and he went to get a job. And then he had the scenes there in the hotel, and he went back to meet Beverly. And then Beverly and him had a relationship, but then it was interrupted by the scientist. And then from there, the scientist went to go back to do the telescope. And then we find out something was wrong with the telescope. And then the cop incident. And now the breakaway scene. And the movie is not flowing with the story beats. It's too many beats, and none of it makes sense that it flows correctly, where it's a very cohesive story, is basically what I'm saying. There's too many things happening. Like, it feels like this movie needed to be 4 hours, which I wouldn't want to see personally in 4 hours. But, look at this now. Dr. Jang, something's happening. There's just too many things going on in this film. And they're not spending enough time exploring certain things accurately. And so we're just getting scenes, but they don't really have any emotional value and story value to it, is what I'm getting at. Okay. Let's see. So, and Dr. Jennings now can't drive because something bad's happened to him, so now Howard has to drive, and Howard's never... So it's just like, I don't even know, man. There's just a lot of stuff going on in this film. Alright. Well, they drove off-road. They better find a place to park at this point, because Dr. Jennings clearly is not going to be able to help them at this point. Brake? Is the brakes out, too? Ooh. Well, we're just getting another convenient plot device here, right? Stop, don't break through the glass. Yep. Convenient plot device is convenient. Well, Dr. Jennings clearly is not in any state to drive. Uh-oh. All of a sudden now he's talking a different word. Transformation? Who is he? Someone else. Yeah. I don't think the insurance is going to cover that type of damage, right? Okay. So they're going to go in conveniently into the place they almost crashed into. What is this? Joe Roma's Cajun Sushi? Cajun Sushi? How? What? That's not something that works, right? It's a bunch of... This is offensive stereotype, man. Offensive stereotype to Japanese culture. What is this? It's like a sushi restaurant? What is going on? It's not a pet. Seeing eye doc. Oh, that's not a funny joke, but hey. No, I mean, just assume that it's a kid in a costume, right? Oh. Well, Dr. Jennings clearly is changing his personality quite a bit. Shouldn't you be concerned about his personality change, as opposed to, like... Wow. Oh, my goodness. I am sorry about this offensive stereotype in this movie. Obviously, some of these things are outdated by today's standards. Why would this be a thing? Nobody would do this as a restaurant chain. This is about as good of an idea as Hulk Hogan Pasta restaurant chain. That was really a thing, too, apparently. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, you're gonna have to order food or coffee. Uh-oh. What is he doing? Look at that! I mean... he's kind of hamming it up, but he's still technically the best acting in the movie. TV evangelist? Why would a TV evangelist be... Yeah. Just get the specials. Free beers, right? Nobody's going to question why a person that might be in, like, a costume needs a beer. Like, you wouldn't think it's a kid or something. Like, if I'm a actual, you know, a restaurant worker, and I come up as a waitress, or, well, I'm not a waitress, but a waiter, wouldn't you think, like, I see something like this, I'm not going to give that dude a beard. I don't even know if that's an actual kid or what, right? Uh-oh. So, whatever transformation is happening. It's the Dark Overlord. Okay. So, that... Remember earlier in the film when they said something was potentially being teleported down to Earth? Maybe something came through just like Howard? Guess it was a Dark Overlord then. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen here? We're reaching a demon, so they summon demons. That's not a good thing. So they were exiled eons? Oh boy. I don't know if I would, Yeah, he's very, very sick, but... They think he's crazy, but... That's not good. Uh-oh. So, he's a demon that was pulled onto Earth. Uh-oh. Maybe this is what Howard was meant to be put on this planet for, right? To fight the Dark Overlords? Uh-oh. So what's gonna happen now? So he's hiding in the body of Jennings. Oh, okay. Hideous and revolting. You know, I might take back that I think his acting was pretty good. It's better... Oh. The eggs. Uh-oh. He's obviously a duck. He sees eggs on a plate. That would offend him. Cannibalism, that's funny. Same discussion? Oh boy, this is gonna be a cheesy joke, right? Get rid of the eggs. Uh-oh. This poor waitress, you know what? She's like a moon child, apparently. There's so many things going on. My brain hurts trying to comprehend a lot of stuff in this movie. Oh boy. What is he doing now? We're getting 80s effect? Is he getting, like, telekinetic powers? So this is what Phil wanted. Some type of telekinetic alien demon type thing. This he would love this part right now, right? His powers are growing clearly. For what? The code key. What does the code key do? Oh, he's gonna use the laser. Oh, he's gonna try to bring it down our Dark Overlords. Now they're taking him seriously. Before they thought he was crazy. Oh, he's gonna try to get the code key from him? Uh-oh. Look at that. Electricity. Some type of electrical shock of some sort. Uh-oh. That's not good. Poor Howard. He can't even touch it. Well... Look at the electrical effects going on here. Oh, he's getting much, much uglier. That is clearly not dermatitis, man. That poor dude. He is suffering quite a bit. The music... You know, they could have picked a better menacing music type of shot for this particular... Oh, he stole the keycard. Only for the truckers to be messing around. Why are there random truckers just approached her? Why? Uh-oh. Oh boy, this is so bad. And the trucker's acting is pretty bad too. Bozo. Uh-oh. Look at that guy's acting as the trucker. Can you make him say that? Like, it's just not even... Does nobody do more than one take in this movie? And what's with the sound design here? It's like the sound just all of a sudden changed. Like some ADR happened here after this movie was filmed. So the trucker stole the key, and now they're getting into a fight with the truckers because, yeah, why not, right? We just threw random truckers when the original confrontation was between Jennings and Howard. But let's forget about that plot point. Another reason why the story beats are completely off in this film for this instead. So we could have another random Howard jumping on a table fighting human sequence. Like, we haven't seen that enough already. We saw that at the bar scene, and we saw it at the hotel. Why do we need another Howard fights human scene when really it should be fighting at this point the Dark Lord? Oh boy. And the music picked up, so it's like Howard's theme picking up. Look at the ducks in the background there. Wouldn't that freak Howard out right there, having the ducks hanging? Wouldn't that distract him? Call who? Call who? And here we go with the doctor just going full-on evil. Fights in here all the time and you don't call the cops? Wow, that's crazy. Why would you have a place... If a place had fights all the time, wouldn't it be shut down by the city that's in? Or at least the liquor license pulled, wouldn't it? Right? Oh boy. Howard is not winning against the truckers. Truckers are stronger than Howard the Duck Convert. Looks like Howard's not going to be surviving the night at this point here. Beverly better interfere here at this point. Uh-oh. What's she going to say? Wait, she just called them... She just called Howard her boyfriend. Ah, bestiality, man. That's gross. Right? Like, everybody's gonna be revolted by that. It's an uncomfortable thing to... I know this was a thing in the comics too, but like, yeah. In the 80s, nobody who knew about the comics and that was a line could be like, that's just gross. What's gonna happen to Howard here? I hate violence. There's gonna be more violence. I hate violence. What are the lines in this film? Who wrote this crap? Look at that. They're gonna make him a stew? Oh, boy. What normal people in any type of situation with a talking duck would just be like, hey, we just got into a fight. You know what would be a cool idea? Let's cook this oversized duck for dinner. Hmm? Most people would be freaked out. Most people would be scared. Most people would have automatically went for the head to kill him. Uh-oh. He's gonna try to get Jennings' help now. I don't know if that's gonna work. Nobody's taking him seriously at this point. I don't blame him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She hyped up Jennings, aka the Dark Overlord, to fuck shit up. Well, I think we're getting another random scene of fighting happening. Uh-oh. Look at this. He's not happy. Now he's angry because of the code key. Uh-oh. What's he gonna do? Oh, no. He's getting up and he's all electrified. So this was Electro before Electro was shown in a movie, apparently. Did Shocker happen before this movie? I wonder. I have to actually see who ripped off who here. Shocker film. Let me see. I'm going to do my research in the background. 1988. So actually Shocker would have borrowed these effects from Howard the Duck, ironically. Interesting. Why do I know about Shocker? Because I'm into a lot of horror films from that time period. Oh, look at that. He's got some type of electric telekinesis type of power of some sort. So what did he do? He's shocked him and now he's just like really electrified? Interesting. Or electrocuted? Oh. So he clearly has telekinesis powers. He's able to control the actual butcher knife. Oh boy. Watch out! Watch out! Okay, well, Howard just got saved. He's playing around with Howard, I suppose. Oh, I mean, I'd be afraid if my head got almost chopped off too. But so they're gonna pick a fight with him? Uh-oh. Fire. You can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Why has everything got to be a one-liner in this film? And some of the deliveries on these one-liners aren't really that good either at this point. Where is Coke key? Give him the key. It's closing time. Like, it's just one bad one-liner after another bad one-liner after another bad one-liner. Take the Coke key. Okay. Oh, boy. How are you going to be able to trust the Dark Overlord at this point? Because he's going to want the code key. He's going to want to hurt you, too, at this point. I mean, you can't really honestly take Howard seriously at this point. Or not Howard, excuse me, the Dark Overlord. Look at the damage he did to the place. Yeah, I mean, you've scared them enough, I suppose. Stop, the place is already damaged. Remember the girl, she said, we got fights in here all the time. He has a gun? Oh man, that guy went straight through the bathroom. That guy got thrown through the window. So it's like electric telekinesis power. So they better try to run away, because this you can't mess with Jennings at this point. Why is she walking like a duck? Oh, who's looking at her behind? Oh, too late. I guess you're gonna have to go with them. No, you can't say without him. He's gonna get pissed off and try to do something here. Uh-oh. You're not gonna be able to square up with this guy, see? This is a consequence of your actions. You riled up the Dark Overlord, and now you have to deal with the Dark Overlord. Uh-oh. Yep, Howard. What's wrong? Telekinesis. Did you not see him do this to, like, 3-4 different other people in this scene? Yeah, why would he be doing that on purpose? Well, he'll kill you. Or, yeah, a light hit? Why would it be a light hit on his head? Uh-oh. That effect is done with wires and swinging. It's not the worst effect in the film, that's for sure. It's just kind of random. Okay, so you got the key. That was the shot was filmed in reverse, where he was throwing the key, and then you just have it throw. You shoot it in reverse, then basically with the editing process. Uh-oh. Wow. Howard's definitely out cold after that one, right? He might have a concussion, a duck-cussion, I suppose. Oh, Beverly's scared. Oh, no. It's filthy scumbucket. That's something I've never heard people refer to in the 80s here. He's kicking up stuff. Do you think he's gonna... What is he gonna do with Beverly? Oh, man, he's electrocuting her. Oh, no, that's not good. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's taking Beverly prisoner. Oh, that's not good. Howard, you gotta do something here, man. Oh, man, the whole place is going up on fire now at this point. Oh, no. Howard's gonna have to save Beverly at this point. The woman he loves, which is kind of gross that a duck and a woman fell in love, right? Look at the music. The music's picking up here, too. Wow, he picked up a freaking truck, man. The 16-rig truck. Oh, man, Howard, you better move out of the way. Now you're gonna get pounced to death here. Oh, no. Oh, Howard. He dropped at the nick of time. No, she thinks he's dead, but he was smart. He ducked at the last second. Howard is the luckiest character of this movie. Why did he pass out? Maybe a concussion? And now we're getting, I think, to the finale of this film. There's 38 more minutes to this film, believe it or not. But the story is definitely not flowing very well in the future. So the Dark Overlord has to grow inside other people's bodies? Oh, no, so he's going to use Beverly for the next one. Uh-oh. You know, that would be the end of Beverly at this point, I suppose. Oh, no. Why is he hurting? Well, he used up a lot of his energy, I guess. What is he doing? Beverly, you better take the wheel here a second, because if not, you're going to go crashing into something. Why does he need more energy? Uh-oh, what's he going to do? He threw that. That's like the lighter area in a car. Oh, my goodness, what is... That's an interesting practical effect. He has like a tentacle coming out of his mouth. Man, that's something you expect from a Japanese anime of some sort. Definitely not something in an American film at this point. Ew. That's... Is he hentai-ing the fuselage of the truck? Looks like he's hentai-ing that. Ooh. That's, Did that fuselage give consent to that? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, look, it's the cops again. So, Howard's going to be in the wake of this destruction again. So, you know Howard's going to jail, almost certainly. And the kid, that's the duck. If you thought it was a kid, why did you serve it a beer? Hmm? Story don't make any sense in terms of the plot and in the writing. Oh, Phil is there. They wouldn't have taken him to jail? They went to respond to the scene of this crime and had him still there? No, there's no way. No way. He would have been booked in Cleveland jail. That's bullshit. That's bad writing. Billsy. He's trying to... Oh! He's apparently awake, so he's not arrested. Well, how are you gonna get free? Yes, Howard. He's gonna tell him to come over? Is that a wise decision when the cops are looking for you? I don't think so. I don't think so. Fun story. It was supposed to rain here about an hour ago. It's supposed to be heavy rain. It hasn't rained yet. I'm looking out the window a quick second to see. Interesting. Maybe... Alright, more monster, buddy. Big plans? What type of big plans? Uh-oh. We'll see. He needs Phil, the annoying character now? A rock. Why don't you just roll up through the... Yeah, yeah. Could have used the door. He went through there. For a guy who's a scientist, he's not very smart, and that's very troubling. He must be like the bottom tier of scientists. Okay, so what are they gonna do? Now it's another person on the run. Okay, that's a convenient plot device too, that the gate just happens to be broken. Is nobody gonna know what happened with the cop car? Yeah, it would be. Okay. What is what? What is going on here? It's a glider? Why would there be a random glider? Somebody's weird hobby. Exactly. Why is this a plot in the movie? I'm so confused. Why is this such a Oh boy. Screw loose. There's so many one-liners in this film and they don't really connect well with it. Alright. Meanwhile, Beverly in the truck of despair, I suppose. How would you fall asleep with a Dark Overlord just being near you? Like, wouldn't you be fearful for your life? Be distraught? You wouldn't be able to sleep peacefully, right? Like, I wouldn't be able to. They're gonna go to the energy plant. He needs more power. Oh, no, he's right. And there's not much you can do to stop him at this point. Did that say Chattanooga power plant, or was my eyes deceiving me? Look at this. Notice how in this scene, Dr. Jennings, the Dark Overlord, more of his hair has fallen out. He's starting to transform a lot more into this deformed, wicked creature. The duck and the kid behind the warehouse. It took the cops all this time to figure that out, that they were there? Is this gas-powered, or... Okay, it is gas-powered. Look at the engine up there. So they're gonna fly up in this glider thing that just happened to conveniently be put at the back of the restaurant? Like, that's just bad and lazy writing altogether, man. So now we're gonna get a short-circuit type scene in this film. Was this happen before Short Circuit 2? Yeah, this movie came before Short Circuit 2, to my now recollection. Let me rethink that thing here. Did this come before Short Circuit 2? I didn't even wonder. I think it might have. No, this came before Short Circuit 2. This Short Circuit 2 did the scene also in 1988. Would it have borrowed from this? I don't think so, but... So Howard the Duck did it first, okay. For a Marvel character, he hasn't really done too much to make it epic for, I guess, Phase Zero movie, I suppose you could say. Alright, so the cops now have to find a way to get the flying duck, I suppose, down from airspace. I want that duck dead or alive, oh boy. So now they have an order, shoot to kill. The music doesn't really fit the scene. But you notice Howard has a backbone. He's willing to square up with the Dark Overlord at all costs. He truly loves Beverly, so he's willing to do whatever it takes for the woman he loves. That's commendable, even though I'm not really feeling the whole story of duck-woman interspecies relations. That's quite off-putting, to say the very least. Alright. I know it's just a movie, and you have to have, like, suspension of disbelief, but the whole duck-woman thing, it's a little much. Even in the comics, it was kind of a little bit much to, you know, it's something, I suppose. I think I'm more forgiving in a comic as opposed to, like, in real life, which this movie's trying to be grounded in reality. It's a live-action adaptation. It's just something that wouldn't have been believable. Beverly probably would have been a very good friend, but I don't think would have been in love with him. You know, it's a hard thing to buy, I suppose, is what I'm getting at. Alright, visitors. So that, instead of just going into the power plant, they decided to just be visitors to then invade it. Uh-oh. The Dark Overlord hungers for power. Yep. Uh-oh. Yeah, a cup of coffee. Why is that always something? I think we could all use a cup of coffee to kind of calm down. He tied her up in the actual... Wouldn't she be, like, suffocating from that? Oh, boy. So the Dark Overlord's just... Why do you leave that randomly open like that, right? So he's gonna break through. He's gonna break through. Okay. Makes sense. I was like, if he could just walk through the power plant, that would have been kind of weird. Uh-oh. Would it... If he absorbs all the power from the nuclear power plant, wouldn't it cause some actual danger in the environment there? He's using his telekinesis power again to just be able to break through. If that opens, wouldn't so many people be exposed to radiation? Like, the whole thing would be a nuclear fallout area. Nobody would be able to live in this area. Or is it just gonna... He's gonna absorb it. They definitely ripped that scene out of Ghostbusters. You know, when the reactor gets shut down and everything goes bad? So he absorbed all the energy and then just broke through. And she manages to break free, right? In the nick of time for Dr. Jennings to be there. Oh boy, look at him, his form changed. Now he's like radioactive with power. She better stay very far away from him. And meanwhile, Howard is still trying to learn to fly this device to go save Beverly. Obviously. Well, Tim Robbins' acting is getting a little bit better towards the end of the film, so to speak. Until he does that part. Tim Robbins. How the hell did you win an Oscar after this film, I wonder? Like, I'm surprised you got hired after this movie. It's done the way you did. I know probably the director was like, I want you to play the character like this, I want you to say it like this, but that's just like, it's the fault of the director, definitely, certainly, to a certain extent. But Tim Robbins himself could have been like, no, this isn't going to really work for my character, maybe we should play it this way, some type of input there. Another convenient plot device where they land on the car and then that goes through. Yeah, he's not really fine. Let her rip Beyblade now. Convenient plot device to be able to get the cops out of the way, right? So now they're still gonna have to try to learn to fly this car. This was done definitely on a green screen. And then that part was definitely filmed on a street. But the parts with Howard and Tim Robbins' character, definitely that was green screen. Then the chase scenes were definitely done in live real time, certainly there. Okay. Obviously with stunt doubles, because they're... Oh, look at that, Duck Hunters. Remember the Duck Hunters on TV? Well, guess what? Those are the same Duck Hunters from the TV that you saw in the very early portion of the film. So that's just something that was kind of funny, that it came back full circle. And even, yeah, he knows that it's the same Duck Hunters too, so it was kind of his way to get revenge on them too as well. The music is trying to sound very heroic here. It's actually kind of working pretty decently for this scene. Bonsai. Why would you say bonsai? Just randomly. So he's flying up in the air now. Okay, so he's starting to get more comfortable flying up in the air. Look at the duck falling in the background too. That's kind of supposed to be symbolism that the duck is learning to spread his wing. That's a continuity issue, because you notice in the previous scene, Dr. Jennings was bald and didn't have hair on the sides, and now he has randomly white hair that's grown. So it's a continuity issue with the film, certainly. What's gonna happen? Oh boy. Well, everybody's gonna get in trouble now for that. Uh-oh, the Dark Overlord is in a rush, and he will do whatever it takes to get to back to the telescope / laser spectrum fig. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen to poor dude? He don't have a license. Uh-oh. Look at that. His transformation is really transforming. I like look at the beam now. Now he shot out a beam that's very reminiscent of Ghostbusters there. You see? The grade and stuff, except he's not firing it from his arm. Kind of reminds me of Gozer from Ghostbusters. I don't think that's a good idea for the cops. But I really better, like, duck and cover, because I don't know if the Dark Overlord would protect her in the process of trying to take everybody out. Uh-oh, what's going on? Look at that. He's got some big beam type thing maybe coming out. Oh, look at that. He just caused a big explosion with those cars. He literally got rid of everybody in one shot. How is he not out of power after that, though? I wonder. Smog inspection. Another cheesy one-liner that doesn't really make sense. Alright. The cops are still after Howard. They're trying to shoot him down. Well, a shotgun was probably one of the best ideas for it, I suppose, right? Uh-oh. What's gonna happen here? Fly! Fly, 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 Howard, fly. Even though that glider's gonna come crashing down pretty soon, I would say. Well, basically dying on the air, right? Yeah, so you're gonna have to find somewhere to land. But where are you gonna want to land? Tim Robbins was gonna bail out? You can't fix it. The fuselage is damaged. There's no way you're gonna be able to fix it. I suppose, right? Uh-oh. Well, I guess we're gonna know if Filzy actually is capable of fixing planes. It's getting close. Oh, how did he get a tool to fix it, though? That's what I wonder. Or is he like a scientist that's always prepared? But he was technically a janitor, right? So he probably has janitor tools on him. Okay, he got the fuselage fix. But, wouldn't the engine still be kind of messed up? Because they did shoot the engine, not so much the fuselage, so there wouldn't be a lot of, like, breathing room there, right? You have to land this thing as close as possible, I'd say. Wait a minute. It's not steaming anymore? But they shot the engine. It hit the fuselage, yes, but the engine would have been kind of smoked, too, right? That doesn't make any movie sense whatsoever. He fixed the fuselage, which was separated, but the smoke wouldn't have been fixed from that. I don't know. Alright, well, Tim Robbins' character is actually, in these particular scenes, pretty well done for the annoying, nerdy character. You know, the acting, the performance is a lot bit better. We're getting close to the end of the film here. We got, like, what, 25 minutes left? So we're getting close to conclusion of the film, where Howard will, I guess, meet against the Dark Overlord. Hopefully be able to save Beverly. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. One can only hope so, right? Hopefully it's a happy ending here. The cops are still chasing them. Why can't the cops go on the hood of the car to try to grab him to arrest him? How are you an innocent hostage? He's trying to betray Howard here. He hijacked the plane. Uh-oh. Well, we know Tim Robbins' character, Phil C., definitely doesn't have any loyalty to people. I don't like that type of personality in a person. That's not a very good look. Uh-oh. Well, the car is done. Okay. Well, Tim Robbins' best scenes, at least in the film, they're not perfect, but they're definitely the best scenes in the movie for him. Uh-oh. Phil C's gonna have a heart attack here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Watch out. They're gonna have to fly through, but it's gonna break. So now they're basically driving. The only good thing is the cops are gonna be able to not chase anymore. So, I mean, it's a convenient plot device. The one thing with the film, too, is there's always a convenient plot device after a convenient plot device after a convenient plot device, as opposed to them really being able to break away through skill and stuff, right? Like, I would have preferred had they broken away through skill as opposed to a convenient incidents. Uh-oh. Well, so much for the brake. He broke the brake, so now they're gonna have to crash into stuff. Oh boy, Howard can't swim as a duck. That's kind of hilarious, considering he's a humanoid duck. Alright, well, what's gonna happen here, guys? Philzy's gonna actually have to save him from the water, right? Yeah, I know. Deku can swim. That's quite interesting. 24 minutes left in the film. Okay. Yes, it is crazy, but he must face off against the enemy, right? So now Howard is believing his destiny is to stop the Dark Overlord. Well, gotta give it up to him. What is he, 3 feet 2? Uh-oh. And he's willing to fight. He's willing to fight at this point here. To save the woman that he loves, even though it's a very weird love to say the very least. Yeah, he's starting up. Like, that's a brilliant deduction. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen here? Uh-oh. Yeah, they have to find something to fight him with. They can't just... Another convenient plot device. So they're gonna have to find something. Will he be able to save Beverly? Yeah, so we'll find it. The pacing on the film... like, all of a sudden, the cops aren't going to continue to go back to the lab, thinking maybe that it was the area. Is he getting horny for Beverly? Do we have to hit the Dark Overlord with a horny bat right now? Uh-oh. So what's the key code? Genius? What's it going to do? Access denied. Do you not know the key code? And Howard's able to kick it in one fell quick. So Howard's got some type of superhuman strength, but not a lot of it compared to other people in this film. The neutron disintegrator. Okay, so I guess that disintegrates neutrons. Big locks, so get a bolt pick of some sort and be able to use it, right? Okay. How are you going to still spit in the wormy face? Notice Dr. Jenny's transforming still this scene. Uh-oh. So this spectrum... I thought the spectrum, laser spectrum was destroyed, right? So... how is Dr. Jennings going to be able to use this, right? Shouldn't it be like toast? Destroyed completely? How did it get fixed so quickly? Like, it's a plot device. Well, another plot hole in the movie. It shouldn't make sense. Nexus of Summonness. Okay. So he's going to bring people from his solar system, the Dark Overlords. Oh, man. Howard better do something quickly, because if not, Beverly is not going to be Beverly for much longer. Oh, wow. Filsey was able to actually use a sledgehammer to break the lock. That's kind of cool. Okay, so can it stop, theoretically? Well, now's the time to test it, because you don't got too much time. You better hurry up, Howard. Because you don't got too much time to save Beverly at this point. Oh, no. Oh no, the laser spectrum's getting into position. It's positioning itself towards wherever it has to point to for space. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Notice the music's picking up. There's a sense of dread, no pun intended, picking up here. Oh, look at that. And then it shifted quickly. The heroic music is in. Okay, how do you know? He doesn't even know how to drive a car, so how's he gonna know? Sneak up on him and blast him. I will say, there's a lot of animatronic effects that Howard just like... I could see why the animatronics broke down so much, to the point where I feel like they were very limited to what they could do. There's certain scenes where Howard just doesn't... It looks like a bad special effect as opposed to something good. Oh boy, Howard. Well, so much for the element of surprise now. Well, Beverly's happy to see him. But now the laser's gonna tip over. Ah, shut up. He basically did a cartoon character thing, right? Is it gonna come back all the way towards him so he could use it? Convenient plot device again. It's just him randomly crash somewhere. Surprised the Dark Overlord didn't use his power to try to do something. Ren Howard, he's in a bad mood. Such a bad line delivery from Emma Thompson. Like, at certain points she talks normally like a normal person would talk. Sometimes she talks like a cartoon character. Sometimes she talks as like this, a comic book character. Some of this is not believable. If you're trying to ground this movie in somewhat reality, like, it just, I don't know, there's just weird acting pitches and vocal tone pitches here too. Vocal shifts, I guess, too, you could say. Uh-oh. Well, you better help him. Is he going to be able to reverse that with a dish? How's he able to reverse that with the dish? Okay. Well, that just happened. Okay. Well, that's something. Howard better do something. Dr. Jennings, Dark Overlord's gonna mean business. And how much juice do you think the Dark Overlord has at this rate? Because he's been expending a lot of his power so far to do these very thinks of grandeur, or do you think he's fully charged? Oh, but that's not believable at all. That's not even... That was just poorly acted all around. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I guess you're gonna drive. Why is the seatbelt turn on something? Well, Howard's gonna finally face off against the Dark Overlord with this neutron disintegrator, as it was called. Will this work? Oh, look at that. He's using some bad breath, some halitosis to push Howard back. That's kind of interesting. Go, Howard, go. Why didn't you jump on the freaking car device and help him too, man? Oh. Let's see. Oh, that's a face only the mother can like, right? A lot of bad breath here. A lot of halitosis. 17 minutes. How are they going to drag this battle scene out this long? What's going to happen next? Uh-oh. Well, what's he going to do? Oh, look at his hair. It's standing all up on all ends, literally. That's an interesting shot choice. Caution. That's just kind of me foreboding that, you know what, this Dark Overlord's dangerous. I like that particular shot only because it implies the danger that Howard's facing right now. Off against. Oh, look at that. They're going to have an Old West standoff. Notice how the music has changed dramatically here, too. So that it's not the same tone anymore. It's like an old spaghetti western type of standoff here. Okay, so who's going to win this standoff here? Some Mexican standoff, as they would say. Dark Overlord, I want you. So he's doing like a Hulk Hogan type of impression right now. Hogan was popular in the 80s as a wrestler, so I guess that's why they used it as an influence. You know, Hulk Hogan turned out to be a fucking scumbag now. No surprise there. Uh-oh. That's one of the few shots where Howard... It still looks like a bad special effect where it just looks like animatronic and dude in a suit. But, like, it's the best attempt that they did of trying to make Howard's face look shocked and afraid. Okay. Let's go. See what happens. Come on, Howard. Square up. Let's go, Howard the Duck. Show him what you're made of. Oh, boy. Look at that. Big-ass beam. Oh, they're having a beam battle. Dragon Ball-like beam battle right now. Who's going to win this beam battle here? I think the first person lost the beam battle. Well, was it tied? Looks like it was tied. Looks like it was a tie, right? Definitely Howard didn't win this one. It looked like they met in the center and it exploded. Oh no, did Howard die saving Beverly? Are we gonna get a sad ending? Nobody wants to watch a sad movie at the end of a Friday night, right? We didn't come here for that. We wanted happiness. Laughter. Oh, Howard's still alive. Okay, great. I mean, is he gonna be okay, though? Oh, she's in love still. Could tell. That's a person who's in love with somebody. They're being very sweet and loving and charming. What's gonna happen here? That's Dr. Jennings. He looks to be okay now. So what happened to him? It's not what? Okay, well, it's good that the evil's not inside you. Why don't they kind of tie her down? So the Dark Overlord's still around in its actual true form. That's not good. Yeah, get her down. Well, I guess we need this scene for a reason of them talking. Uh-oh. Yeah, just to set the tension for that. Yeah. Why are you getting angry at him? He's trying to point something out to you. Uh-oh. I guess we're about to meet the true form of the Dark Overlord. Holy crap. That scream wasn't very believable. I mean, Leia Thompson was still trying to come into her role as an actress, but I feel like a lot of things in this movie felt like they just did one take, said fuck it, and kept going. I'm not sure I like that. Look at that, though. So Dark Overlord, it's like a crustacean type of thing. Claymation, okay. I'll go with some claymation effects. Claymation, if done right, can look pretty good. It's a little bit... I mean, for this time period, 86, claymation, I'd go with this. I mean, because you want him big and giant, right? It would cost a lot of money to probably do a big animatronic like Godzilla 85, 84. So I guess this is the next best alternative. Claymation. The effect looks pretty cool. I mean, it stands out a little bit in certain scenes, certain camera shots, but that's still better. The Dark Overlord looks very, very creepy. Look at that. He's got pincers and a scorpion-like tail. Uh-oh. Howard, he can talk too, so that's not good. Oh boy, they gotta do something for Howard, or if not, Howard's gonna die here. Oh, look at that. He's gonna use his power. What did he do? He just shot them with a laser beam from his eyes. He definitely wants to kill Howard at this point. Oh no. What's he got? Oh no. What happened here? He's got like a tentacle thing that extends out of his claw hand? Ooh, that's not good. Well, that was the best type of shot for Howard's face that they could have done with the limitations of the suit, I suppose, right? Uh-oh. He's gonna reactivate the laser. That's not good. How is he gonna bring down the overlords? Don't they need a body? Uh-oh. That's not good. What's gonna happen here? Is he gonna fire the beam? Oh no. The beam's getting fired, man. That's not good. 4 minutes. That's all they have until he comes out. Who's gonna take the form of the Dark Overlords, though? Oh. He shot them. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. He's going to use their bodies for the Dark Overlords so that they'll have a form. So the only one that could save Howard right now is Howard himself. Oh, wait. Dr. Jennings. Dr. Jennings for the assist. Okay, cool. He's better slice that up as quick as possible. Okay. That cut that tentacle pretty quickly. You figure the way the tentacle looked, that it wouldn't cut so easily, but hey. Oh, look, it's still moving. This is kind of a decent effect for its time. Ooh. So he's got another one of those claw hand things that shoots out, right? Uh-oh. Why did he shoot them with the laser again? They're like phasing out of time and space right now. I guess because he doesn't want them interfering. But he did nothing to the doctor at this point. Uh-oh. Howard better shoot him. Better take him out at this point. Go, Howard, go. Let's see what happens here. Oh, looks like he's ruining a square up. Why did he go under his leg, so? Oh, to ram the tail, so I guess he would have some pain? I don't know if that was... Well, he needs distance for the laser, right? Because if you're going to shoot it, you need to shoot from distance. Up close, it probably wouldn't work, and you'd have a potential of hurting his friends if he did it. Uh-oh. He clawed up. So, I guess they better shoot it. Shoot it, Howard. You don't have much time. I was going to shoot them again? What the hell? What? I guess so they can't help? Oh, they look like they're in some really serious trouble at this point. So you better do something. Come on, Howard. Shoot it. That's actually good with the Dark Overlord's effects. They work in that long shot quite a bit. Oh, he shot him. Alright, let's go. He kept shooting him. Oh, I'm surprised the Dark Overlord didn't fire a beam off like in his human form. Why not? Well, he killed him. He got him. He disintegrated him to 100%. Alright, nice. Will Beverly and Filzy be okay here? They are. Okay, they phased back into existence. That's good. That's good, that's good. Alright. Only a minute left, though. What are you gonna do? You don't have a lot of options here. Yeah, clearly there's gonna be more of them. What could possibly... What could possibly happen next? Oh, he's gonna blast it. He's gotta blast the telescope. Because if not, they're gonna come down. He has no choice. So it's either destroy the telescope and stay on planet Earth, or let the Dark Overlords come and... What did he choose? He chose to say goodbye to Duck World. He's gonna blast it. He's gonna blast the laser so that the Dark Overlords don't come down. Wow, that was very commendable, Howard. He's willing to not be able to go back to his home planet to be able to save the world. Alright. Well, he fired it off. Right at the last second, too. Oh, man. Well, that should be the end of the Dark Overlords. They got sent back to wherever they were going to come from. There's 3 of them that they were going to come down to. Alright. Pretty cool special effect. You wouldn't expect the telescope to blow up like that. You would figure that the fire would have kind of consumed also the scientific department of Dynatechnics. I remember the name of the thing. Alright. But what happened to Howard? Howard got caught up in the explosion, it looks like. Well, that's not good. What happened to Howard? Oh no, look at him. He's crushed under all the rubble. Do you think he died? Oh, he's not breathing even, guys. Do you think Howard sacrificed his life for them? Oh no. Beverly's heartbroken. But... what's that supposed to mean? Yeah, the world didn't treat him very good because he was an outsider and outcast. She's heartbroken. Poor him. Well, Howard was a hero. The first Marvel character, actually, guys. Believe it or not, the first Marvel character to have a live action... Oh, wait a minute. Howard's apparently alive. Oh. What is Howard gonna do? Please pardon, some noise in the background? I think there's a car passing by that had, like, some music playing, so my apologies for that. Oh, Howard. Howard kind of got them right there. Howard was pretending to be a dark overlord. Oh, at least he has a sense of humor. Beverly's happy. Oh, a happy ending, sort of, except the fact that Howard is now stuck here. Oh, wow. I guess they're going to continue their interspecies relationship. Alright, we're randomly treated to the last scene of the movie, which is probably one of the cheesiest movie scenes in this movie, where they're in concert. The new manager, Howard, became the manager of Beverly's band. I guess Filzy became the special effects director. And yes, remember earlier when Howard was playing the piano song? The piano song earlier, they was like, I never got to finish writing it in my world. This is the song. The actual song. So yes, Howard the Duck at the end of the movie, because why not, for the hell of it, has a theme song. So, Leia Thompson is singing Howard the Duck theme song at the end of the Howard the Duck movie. In cheesy 80s hairband fashion, probably... You know what this part of the movie reminds me of this scene? Is anybody familiar with a cartoon by the name of Jem and the Holograms? Yeah, it's like full-on Jem and the Holograms right now. And what's with that to save the human race with the salute dance there? I don't understand. What was that all about? Uh-oh. Howard hit the wrong lever. What's gonna happen now? Another unfortunate action of his choice. Damn, Leia Thompson's sick her heart out. Uh-oh. What is Howard gonna do? Oh, Howard's gonna land on the front of the stage, so... Uh-oh, he's angry. Uh-oh, well, you're stuck there. What are you gonna do now, pal? He just gets randomly a guitar, because why the hell not in this movie? Why not, right? Yeah, sure. Okay, so are they gonna play a guitar solo to close out the movie together? They do. Because why not? I mean, we've done everything else in this film that could potentially be nonsensical. So why not close out with a guitar solo between Beverly and Howard, right? Why not? Why not? We've done everything else. And, well, hey, the crowd's into it, right? Is this, like, only lyrics to the song, Howard the Duck? I will not sing this for karaoke, ever. Because I know somebody, Practical Joker, would be like, Dread, could you do this as karaoke? Because I'm not singing Howard the Duck's theme song for karaoke. Alright. Apparently the crowd loved it. And we got more playing out as the credits are rolling. So this is one of the few sequences where you actually get credits rolling as Howard the Duck is playing us out to his theme song. Alright, so that's Howard the Duck. There's a lot of things wrong with this movie. But it has a so bad it's good type of cheesy charm to it. This movie won, I think, 7 raspberries at the Razzies Awards. So there was 7 Razzies it won. Which, anybody who doesn't know anything about movies and movie thing, Razzies are the opposite of the Oscars. So whenever you win a Razzie, it's because it's like one of the worst movies ever made. So it won 7 Razzies, which I think is the most any movie has won at the Razzies. Howard is being cheered at the end of the movie, because why the heck not? Beverly pulling him in. Maybe we're going to get one more touching moment. Alright. And we'll get 4 minutes of credits after this where they kissed. And there's nothing else. There's no post-credit sequence. So I'm going to wrap it actually here, because I do need to use the Little Dragon's room. I've been holding it for quite a while. That was Howard the Duck. There is no post-credit sequence, so I'm just going to close it out. That was our post-credit sequence, the whole thing with the band and the rock star. What can I say about the movie? Like I said, 7 Razzie Awards in 1986 it won. which is only something that a really bad movie gets. I think, in terms of camera angles and stuff, it's pretty well shot. I don't like the animatronics for Howard the Duck, because in certain scenes where he's shifting the eyes, it just doesn't really do it for me, because there's certain scenes where it just looks really bad in terms of special effects, and it kind of breaks the immersion that this is supposed to be a living humanoid duck. I think Leah Thompson has some decent performances in the film, and then she has some pretty terrible performances in the film as well, where it's just too hammed up. Tim Robbins, for about 95% of the film, is god-fucking awful. The rest of the supporting cast, they do a decent enough job to try to carry it around. Again, the other big issue with the film is the fact that the story beats, so you jump from one situation to another situation, to another situation, to another situation, to another situation, and none of the storyline really, the beats for it, like in terms of situation to situation to situation, flow in a story beat pattern very well, to the point where there's just like a lot of stuff that happens, and we don't spend enough time in certain elements of these particular scenes, so it doesn't give us any emotional value, entertainment value, and a lot of things of that nature, you know what, so it's just hard. It's not a very cohesive film all around. So, I do had a laugh with it. It's kind of a so bad, it's good film, but it's not a very good film. Is it the worst movie I've ever seen? No. There's a lot of full moon feature films that are much, much, much worse than Howard the Duck. But with that being said, that will be the end of our movie watch along. Next week, we are going to be watching Masters of the Universe. I think that came out in 1987. Another so bad it's good type of film, because I felt like running these two movies back to back so I could like really talk about some of the stuff and, you know, just give you some suffering, since I had to suffer with the Oshi tier list. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to take my leave. I'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, where we perfect the... Oh, no, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, correction. We did that already. I will see you actually tomorrow for our Monster Hunter World Iceborne stream. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for lurking. I do greatly appreciate it. And most importantly, I appreciate you. See you tomorrow.